If you've ever wondered where should this task go or why can't I see this task here, it's a hierarchy issue. ClickUp is simple once you understand the containers. Now, my name is Nate Goff. I'm a client coach here at ZenPilot, where we've helped over 3,000 teams streamline their operations in ClickUp. Today, I would like to go over with you tips and tricks about how to set up your hierarchy, what it is, and how to view everything that you need. So first up, we've got Workspaces, we have Spaces, Folders, Subfolders that's in beta that's coming, Lists, and Tasks. So ClickUp is organized like a set of nested containers. Tasks must live in a list. But let's get to the definitions of each level. Now, the workspace is your company's ClickUp account. So everything lives inside of it. It would be absolutely everything that you have inside of ClickUp is in your workspace. Think of it like it's just your account. Okay. Now, spaces, these logos here, are your biggest way to segment work, usually by like business area. For example, we've got delivery space, we've got record space, operation space. Our delivery space is going to hold everything that's like client related. Okay, anything we're trying to deliver to a client. The operations space would be anything internal that we're doing, any internal meetings or any internal like projects or actionable items that we have that we want to keep track of. Growth would be anything that has to do with sales or marketing, where you're trying to bring business into your company. Okay. Now, the folders, they live inside of the spaces, and they're just like smaller segments, like clients or projects. You can see here, like this one would be, the client would be Apple. Okay, so inside of the folder, you would have your client that's Apple. Now, subfolders are one more layer of organization underneath the folders. You can see here we've got two different folders inside of the client Apple. We've got an iPhone team and we've got a Mac team. That allows us to split up lists, which are inside of folders and subfolders, that would be grouped together just in one more hierarchy level. Okay, so this way we could have our iPhone team work out of this folder, this subfolder, and then our Mac team could work out of this subfolder. Okay, now this is a beta feature. Not every workspace has it yet. And also a huge reminder, just because you can doesn't mean you should in ClickUp. Okay, now most hierarchies can be kept simple with the space, the folder, the list. This is where I'm going to come over to this area, right? Is where we've got the clients, the client space. Now we have one client per folder, and then we have the projects that are the lists. Inside of the lists, now we have the tasks and the subtasks that need to happen. Now, the lists are where all the tasks and the subtasks originate. You cannot create a task directly in a space or a folder. It must live in a list. You don't have to have folders, but it must live in a list if it's a task or a subtask. Now, the tasks are the basic building block. This is where the work happens, the assignees, the due dates, and the statuses and the updates. Okay, these custom fields are structured like into things like role or priority. You can also do custom fields where it's like a drop down where you can put in your own company wording that would match what you're trying to do. Okay, now at this point, I want to open up just an example task. Okay. Now, this example task to us is going to be the deliverable, so there's no actionable item that needs to happen. So what we would do is we would normally come over to the subtask, and on the subtask, that is where we would put an assignee. That's where we would put a start and a due date, or just a due date. That's where we would put our time estimate. Okay. Now, the reason why this is so important is because one of the other levels of the hierarchy would be views. And so views are different ways to visualize that hierarchy, right? Views are different ways to visualize the same task data, and you'll see views at the top of whatever location that you're in. Okay. Now, views let you sort, you can filter, you can group, and you can change which fields and columns that you see. So if you look over here to the right hand side, we have this task by date. We have it grouped by due date, so that way we can see what's overdue, what's today, what's tomorrow, what's coming up the next day, those kind of things, right? And it even allows us also to do one at a higher level where we can do our all tasks, where we can have our my task where it says, okay, hey, here's all the due dates that you personally are assigned to, whoever's logged in. Okay, we're able to filter it out and say, hey, we only want to see things that are in planning that are not in planning status and they're not closed. Okay, and then we also want the task type where it's a task or meeting, and then we also want it to where it's me mode, right? Like where we're only showing the things that I have to do. Now, if for some reason this one is like today and then this one's tomorrow, it will group them together inside of those categories to where you can start seeing what you have today, tomorrow, the next day. Okay, and then also the time estimates will calculate up. This is really important to where you can tell the views that we would have, even if it's like a Kanban board or a my workload view, something like that, right? You can start seeing how valuable this can be, where all we're really doing is we're just taking the same information that we have, we're just viewing it or looking at it in a different way. Okay, now let's go back to the client. You can also have what's called an overview for the client. So you can start seeing, like, you can have like bookmarks and different items to track the progress of the different projects inside of the client. Okay, you can also just go down to that exact project. Okay, now the tasks by role, this one would be like I guess the recipe is like this one would be a list as the view type. You group it by role, and then the subtasks you want to have them separate. And then the columns you want to have are the assignees, start date, due date. Okay. Now, the custom fields are extra. It's extra structured data that you can add to different tasks. So you can create your own custom fields depending on what role you're in and depending on what plan you have in ClickUp. Okay. If you're on the enterprise plan, you could definitely customize this as much as you would like to. Now, what is cool is on the list level, these views are normally for the end user. Okay, so this is going to be for people who are doing the actual work and they're really like heads down into it. Okay, the folder views and the space views and the all task views, those are for like higher levels, right? So that's where you're trying to see a lot of like higher level information. Okay, now the space views over here, these views can show everything in all the folders and lists inside that whole entire space, right? Equally, if you just click on the client, these views show just the client information and everything that's going on with those. If you click on the list, this is going to show just the tasks and subtasks that have to get done for that one project. Okay. Now, the goal here is to provide everybody with correct information. It's all the same information, but showing it to them in a way that gets rid of all the noise, right? So the hierarchy tells you where the work lives. The views tell you how to see and manage the work. The hierarchy plus the views plus the custom fields let you build different lenses for every role. So this gives you executive visibility on higher levels where we're creating dashboards and views and making sure that we're just looking at maybe the KPIs and at a higher level. And we can go all the way down to the view where one single person can see what is on the docket for today. Like, what do I have to do today and tomorrow and the next day Doesn't matter which client it is, doesn't matter if it's for client work, if it's for operations or internal work, doesn't matter if it's for growth. I could see my whole entire workload right here. So imagine a world where you walk into ClickUp, you walk into work, you get into ClickUp, and you can start seeing, hey, I missed 2 items that I was responsible for yesterday, so I've got to update those. And then I can see what I'm doing today. I can see I have 7 hours of work to do today, and then tomorrow I can see I have 10 hours of work today to do. And then the next day, on Wednesday, I've got 3 hours of work to do. Well, now it gives me the possibility of level setting, just because we're using the hierarchy in a really good way where we can group information together and put it in front of the right people. All right. Well, if you would like to work with us in the future or set up a call, go to zenpilot.com/call. And what you'll do is you'll come down here and schedule whatever time works for you best. We'd love to meet with you, get to know you, and talk to you about your future. Thanks for your time.